What is up everyone? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, as you can see by the title, we are doing yet another hair tutorial. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to create 10 different heatless hairstyles, which is super easy, super simple to recreate. I find that these hairstyles are perfect for like autumn, winter, and like the festive seasons, but of course you can rock them all year round. If you guys are like me and you don't really know what to do with your hair half the time, then this video is perfect for you, and I hope you guys get some inspiration from this. I'm really excited because today's video is actually in collaboration with TANGLE Teaser. If you guys have been watching my hair tutorials for a little while, you will know that literally TANGLE Teaser is the only hairbrush I ever use, and you'll definitely be very familiar with this little fella. This brush right here has seen me through the toughest of days with my hair, and also it's been featured in quite a few hair tutorials of mine. Now I'm actually really excited to share this with you guys, but TANGLE Teaser are having this really exciting service on their website this year for Christmas where they allow you to print your own picture on a TANGLE Teaser brush. So it comes in a really cute box like this, and basically what I got printed on my brush is my cat Timmy, because Timmy is literally like my best friend. He is the family cat and I don't really see him very often, so I just thought, you know, every time I brush my hair I will think of him. So I just got mine printed on the on-the-go brush, which comes with a lid, so it's perfect for traveling, but of course you can print on whatever you like. This will make such a great gift for someone for Christmas. So yeah, I just thought I'd let you guys know about this little service that they're doing right now, because currently they're having 20% off, which is amazing. I will link the link down below where you can make your own customized brush. But anyways, if you guys want to see 10 different heatless hairstyle ideas, then let's get on into the video. Okay, so for the first hairstyle, I'm going to recreate this really cool top ponytail that is very much inspired by Ariana Grande. So the first thing you want to do is you want to section off your hair into a very kind of overswept side parting. Now the way I find out where my part should be is I actually kind of align it with the arch of my eyebrow, and I feel like that just works really well structurally for the face. So that's exactly what I did, and I also sectioned off a chunk of hair on the left hand side of my face and kind of kept that away to later on create that really cool faux side fringe. Once you've sectioned it off, you just want to tie it with a hair tie or clip it with a clip so that it doesn't get in the way. I then basically took to the back of my head and I sectioned off the majority of my hair at the top, leaving a very small thin strand of hair right at the bottom of the nape of my neck. I'm going to use that later on to kind of conceal the rest of the faux fringe. But next, what you want to do is you want to take the majority of your hair that we have kind of left and sectioned off, and you want to basically tie that up into a very extreme high ponytail. The next step is to kind of take care of the side fringe. So what I did is I kind of pulled it across the left side of my forehead and clipped it into place right behind my ear. Once you've clipped it into place, you kind of want to drag it towards the top of the ponytail, and we're then going to use the kind of layer of hair that we've left out on the nape of the neck, and we're going to use that to conceal the remainder of the hair that we used for the side fringe. I really hope that makes sense. I'm just doing this to basically conceal the rest of the hair, as my hair is quite long and it's not really a fringe. Once you have pulled the hair all together, you want to tie it into place at the top of the head to create the very extreme high ponytail. And to finish it off, if you like, you can then take a strand of hair from the back of the pony and kind of wrap it around the base of the hair tie. I just find that this conceals the hair tie really well and it makes the hair look so much more put together. And this is the finished look. I love this hairstyle so much. I think it's really classy. It's definitely really inspired by Ariana Grande, as she's been wearing this sort of hairstyle recently quite a bit, especially in the music video where she collabed with Troye Sivan. I really loved her hairstyle in that. For the next hairstyle, we have another ponytail. This one's a little bit different because it's a low ponytail. For this one, what you want to do is you want to section off the top half of your hair and you want to back comb this to kind of give it that extra volume at the top. So for this, I'm again using my back combing TANGLE Teaser to really get that volume in there. You can also use some hairspray or dry shampoo to really aid in that volume. Once you have achieved the volume that you like, you then just want to smooth any parts over of your hair that might have gone a little bit too messy, and you want to gather all of the hair at the back of the head, not too high, not too low, kind of somewhere in between. Again, for that finishing touch for this hairstyle, I'm just taking a strand of hair and wrapping it around the base of the hair tie. I'm then kind of roughing up and back combing the hair and pulling out some strands of hair right by the face to frame it a little bit better. And this is the finished hair look. I think this is so classy, really effortless, and it's just a really nice way to get your hair out of your face while still looking cute with very minimal effort. Now for this next hairstyle, you can take the last hairstyle and take it that step further, and basically what you want to do is you want to take your hair, twist it, and wrap it into a low bun. I find that this hairstyle is so chic. I see so many celebrities wearing this hairstyle, namely Gigi Hadid. She wears this hairstyle all the time and it looks freaking bomb. So I really love this hairstyle. It's so easy to recreate. So definitely don't forget about the good old low bun. It is a classic. Now on the contrary, we love a good old top bun as well, so we're definitely going to give it some love in this video. The way I like to do my top knot buns, especially if you've got long hair, I know it can be a little bit tricky. The first thing I do is I gather all of my hair. I kind of sometimes flip my head over because my hair is so long, it's just easier to kind of flip it over and let gravity do the work. I then tie all of my hair into a super high ponytail, and on the very last tie, you don't want to pull your hair all the way through. You want to kind of leave a little loop and kind of pull it to the size that you like. You can make it bigger, you can have it quite small. It's really up to you. Now, if you've got long hair and you've still got so much hair remaining after the hair tie, what you want to do is you want to pull the bun all the way around to close it and kind of take that loose hair that is not doing anything and just kind of shove it in, tuck it into the bun. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever used a hair donut, but doing this kind of acts as a hair donut all by itself. So if you've got the hair, if you've got the length, you might as well take it and use it to your advantage. Having that remainder of your hair shoved into the bun definitely keeps the hair a lot more volumized and will keep it a lot more perky all day long. Now, if you guys feel like a little bit of an egg with a top knot bun, I know I do, put your hands up if you do as well. What I like to do is I just take some chunks of my hair right by my ear and my face and kind of frame it a little bit better. I honestly feel like doing this makes a world of difference. For the next hairstyle, we're basically creating a really cool Dutch braid at the back of the head. This is a super simple hairstyle once you get the hang of it. The first thing you want to do is you want to section off the top half of your hair at the back into 3 sections, just like you would with a regular braid. Now, instead of kind of going over and crossing the strands over each strand, instead what you want to do is cross them underneath each strand and basically do a regular braid but reversed. I'm sure most of you guys know how to Dutch braid, but in case you don't know, this is how you do it. You basically just take one strand, cross it over into the middle, take the left strand and do the same. Whilst you're braiding, you want to take chunks of hair off either side and kind of add that into the existing braid. This is just going to make sure that the hairstyle is nice and flowing all the way throughout, and it basically is incorporating all the hair as you kind of get down to the back of your head. Now, don't feel too discouraged if you can't do this on your first try. It took me forever to master this, and I still feel like I can't do it perfectly, but practice definitely makes perfect, so make sure you keep trying. I really love this hairstyle. I think it's so effortless. It just gets all of the hair out of your face in a really nice and organized way, and it just looks so cute from the back. Now, for this next hairstyle, what you want to do is you want to take 2 chunks of hair from either side of your face, wrap them around your head towards the back, and tie them with a clear elastic tie. What you then want to do is you want to take your little ponytail that you've just created and kind of loop it on itself. What this does, it just creates a really cool twist at the back of the head without you really having to do too much. Now, with the remainder of the ponytail, what you want to do is you want to start braiding this with a regular braid. So you just want to split the ponytail into 3 sections, take the right section, cross it on into the middle, take the left section and do the same. When you get to the very bottom of the braid, you want to tie it off with a clear elastic tie, and you then want to go ahead and pull the braid apart to create a lot more volume. This technique is great if your hair isn't very thick. Honestly, it just makes a world of difference. If you just tug on certain parts of the braid, it really makes it look so much more volumized. And this is the finished hairstyle. I love this one so much. It's so easy and really, really cute. This next hairstyle is kind of like a half updo, half downdo. What we're doing is we're basically taking a chunk of hair from the top of the head on each side of the head, and we're basically just braiding that. So I'm going to start off with my right hand side. I'm just basically taking a chunk of hair, I'm braiding it all the way down, and I'm just tying it off with a clear elastic tie. Once I've done the right hand side, I'm then repeating the same thing to the left hand side, and this is kind of what it looks like. I think it looks really effortless and kind of cool, a little bit different. If you wanted to, you could also take those braids and kind of twist them into little side buns. I think that would be a really cute hairstyle as well. For this next hairstyle, what you want to do is gather your hair into a kind of low ponytail and tie that off with a hair tie. Once you've secured it into place, you then just want to kind of pull the hair apart and leave kind of like a space for the rest of the hair to kind of go in. As you can see here, I'm basically tucking the rest of my ponytail into that gap that we've just created at the nape of my neck. What this does is it creates a really cool faux low bun sort of hairstyle without really having to do any work at all. And to finish off this hairstyle, you then just want to take some parts of the hair around the face, you want to pull it apart a little bit, make it a little bit more messy and undone. You guys know the drill. I love a bit of a messy hairstyle. This next hairstyle is a super simple one. I love doing this when I'm running late. So what I do is I basically section off the top part of my hair and I kind of create a ponytail right at the back of my head. But instead of kind of pulling it through and making it a ponytail, I like to leave it as a loop on the very last hair tie. And this sort of creates kind of like a looped little bun on the back of the head. It's super messy, super quick. Again, if you want to frame your face a little bit better with this one, you can take some chunks of hair out. And I just really love this one. I think it's really quick and really easy, especially if you're running late or if you just want to get your hair out of your face when you're tidying the house. And for the very last hairstyle, we're creating a really cool 3-dimensional braid. Now this one can be a little bit tricky, so listen up. So with this hairstyle, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of my hair and kind of tie it it off into a side ponytail. I find that putting it off to the side rather than towards the back makes this a lot more manageable to do, especially on your first go. So the first thing I do is I section off my ponytail into 3 sections as you usually would with a regular braid. I'm then taking the very far segment on the right and I'm kind of splitting that chunk of hair into 2 portions. Once I've sectioned it off, I'm then taking the middle chunk of the hair and I'm kind of looping it directly through the very middle of those 2 sections of the hair that we've just separated. That leaves us with the split section in the very middle. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to twist those 2 sections on each other. Once you have twisted them, you then want to take the very left section of the hair and kind of loop it through again, directly through the sectioned off part of the hair. Once you have done that process, it's basically the same thing all over again. So it's super simple once you get the hang of it, like I said, but it can be kind of tricky to get that process down on your first go, so please stay patient with this one. So again, I'm taking the left section of my hair, I'm sectioning it off into 2 portions. I'm then twisting those 2 separate strands of hair on each other and looping the very last part of the hair through it once again. So at the end of each process, your sectioned off portion of the hair should be on the very other side than the side that we started off with. Now this braid works best when you really pull it tight and keep on top of that tension as you're braiding the hair. And when you get to the very end of your braid, this is what it should look like. It should kind of have a side, like a 3-dimensional side from each way you look at it. I love this hairstyle so much. I think the braid is super unique and we don't really see braids like that very often in person, so I am really happy with this hairstyle. So those are all of my 10 heatless hairstyles I'm going to show you guys today. I really hope you guys find this video helpful and find some inspiration for some hairstyles. I've got to say this is probably my favorite hairstyle of the whole video and I kind of feel like Tinkerbell, which I am not mad about. If you guys want to see more hair tutorials from me, I will have a whole playlist of all of my hair tutorials that I've done over the past however many years that I've been on YouTube. There is quite a lot, you guys. There is quite a lot. If you guys decide to recreate any of these hairstyles, make sure you tag me on Twitter or Instagram at Roxxsaurus. Come and follow me and we can be friends. But that is all from me. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye! Mwah.